Good afternoon, G Frsh.
No, brother, it's good.
Everything's good. How you feeling?
I'm cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good day today.
Yeah, it is. It is. Not nice outside, but it's good.
Yeah. I told you off the mic that I said that the song "Falling High" is one of the songs of the year.
Thank you.
When you created it, did you instantly have a feeling that this is a song that people need to hear from you?
I never feel like that in particular. It's more like I just made it, and I know it was sick, and I knew whatever I had to say on it because I made it with Sonny, the producer, and then like obviously we just doing everything. We have like the hook, and then I take it away, then I'm writing, and I just knew whatever I had to say had to be very precise and to the point, and I just wanted to get my point across. And I've never been someone. I've never wanted to speak from that perspective. If I'm honest, I'd rather be like the man and nothing affects me and nothing matters and I'm okay. But you know what? I wasn't at the time, and sometimes I'm not. You know what I'm saying? And I think it was. I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, it captured almost like, how can I put it? It was a mature track.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you were actually almost like, seem like you're on like a Libra scale, and it's like, do I stay here? Look at my peers. I mean.
Yeah. I think that obviously the EP is called Alfie, based on the film from 1966 starring Michael Caine, and the 2004 version with Jude Law. And there's a point in the film where he gets ill and then he thinks he's gonna die, and I relate with this song in particular to that point where if I was to die at this point in time, how would I feel about my life now? So it was me taking stock of my life and thinking to myself, like, this is the biggest thing of my life right now. Obviously, like the biggest thing, not like the biggest, like my daughter's the biggest thing of my life, but the most time-consuming thing is music. And I wanted to see how that has affected me so far and where I am, and yeah, just to be real with myself, like, is this something that you should continue doing and all the rest of it? And sometimes falling high as a concept is being caught up in that high so much that you don't even realize that you're coming down, do you know what I'm saying? And you're falling and you got lost in your dream, do you know what I'm saying? And I think dreams these days are something that has consumed everybody, especially with social networking, because there's so many motivational quotes, there's so many people telling you chase your dream, don't give up, don't do this, that and the third. And you know what, in reality, sometimes there is a right time to quit, and you have to understand that. And for me, not that I'm necessarily there, but you have to question yourself at every point, is this the right time? Is this viable for me? Is this beneficial to me and those around me to carry on? And that's falling high to me.
So you pick up on that, you talk about almost how much money you've actually spent
yeah.
just to actually even create.
Yeah. And then it's like you spend to create, and then you create a monster that you have no control over, in the sense of, and it's like a conversation that like me and Sincere, we're close, and it's like conversations that we have, and we get to the point where, for those who don't know, my government name's Gordon, and it's like, it gets to the point where it's G Frsh versus Gordon. Do you see what I'm saying? And G Frsh can't kill Gordon. Like, I am me first and foremost, and that must prevail always.
You be saying that, like, because we spoke about that whole concept of Gordon can't kill G Frsh. You actually have more to offer than the average aspiring artist. You're educated, you know, you ran through university like it was nothing. You know, how do you then develop enough perseverance to actually stay with music when you know you have other options and you look at your peers from uni and school?
That's the hard part. That is the line. She just bought billboards and a new range. That's when I say in my studio. That's it. And then, like, that is my biggest problem. Knowing that I have to say to myself, am I fulfilling my potential as a human being? And then you'll never be able to answer that question until you're really dying or dead. Because until then, you've got other opportunities to maybe do that. But yeah, that becomes that's probably the hardest bit, knowing that this could have been so much easier. That's the hard question that I ask myself. And but then in the same breath, maybe it couldn't be, and then if you don't take that risk, you don't get that reward at the end. So that's that. I think it was for me, for everybody chasing the dream out there, to understand like where just for them to look at themselves and take stock of themselves, to be honest, and they would, I know they'd understand, because also in the first verse, because when I first wrote it, the first verse, I realised how quite like a bit morbid and depressing it was and how negative it was, and then I thought, you know what, I can't just impose that perspective on other people, because at the end of the day, I'm still here and I'm still trying, and that's where we get to the lines like, nah, but fuck this, we won't stay in limbo with bricks and scales and tinfoil, where alcohol and endo see us through our pain like windows. And I say that because that alcohol and endo see us through our pain like windows is, for me, where a lot of people are at around me, where you just drink and smoke and let time pass you by, because they've taken the mentality of it's not possible from the first verse. But I'm like, nah, at the end I'm like, nah, fuck that, we're gonna do it. Do you know what I'm saying?